Hi there. So we're going to discuss about what exactly you need to focus on when creating a product. There will be so many things that these top-notch Ivy League schools will teach you. Some of you may already be in a business school, or some of you may have already been in one, but it doesn't matter. If it used to work or if it still works, most of you will be creating amazing products. We are not. So this video, I'd like you to stay tuned till the end, because at the end of this video, I'm going to reveal a product that is not yet on the market that I thought of and you could use if you're an entrepreneur to make the product and sell it and just make money, because it is going to be a killer product. Now, why I'm revealing this product to you? Simple. I'm not looking to make a lot of money from these videos here. I'm just trying to educate people on how to think. The entrepreneurial background in India as well as abroad is pretty weak. Many people don't know about this. So by the end of this video, you're going to see one amazing factor that drives all products that is not discussed in any of these textbooks. They're going to tell you about demand and supply and solving problems, providing cost benefits and whatnot. So let's go step by step into what you need to do and how you need to think when creating a new product. So stay tuned till the end and make sure if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe if you love this video. So what is it that you need to focus on? Now, before we go to the end goal here and talk about what exactly is that one factor that affects a lot of decision making in humans, I'd like to tell you that you should not only focus on making a product that saves cost or something that brings value. Definitely, it's required. It's a prerequisite. But imagine this. You want a product, you want to buy it. It's going to fluctuate in price. Let's say it's slightly on the costlier end, but it solves a very good problem for you, and you don't have to deal with something that you had to deal with earlier because you bought that product now. It's slightly expensive compared to its competitors that serve a different purpose, not exactly as good as this one, but you're willing to pay the difference, right? You're willing to pay more. Suddenly, the price no more affects you. So in economics, we call this as inelastic price and demand, basically. So if you have a price for which customers are willing to pay that price and they won't care about how long it keeps increasing, you have a product that has an inelastic demand. Look at Apple's iPhones, right? It is created in a manner that people are willing to pay thousands of dollars. Now, this is just one example. Now you know what I'm trying to get to is you need to create a product where people don't care much about the price. Obviously, price plays a big role, but it has to be at a level where you are charging a bit of premium, but people don't care. How do we do this? Emotions. This is the factor that is the most important when creating any product. You could be making a machine that cuts down cost for a factory. You could be making something else that just brings in more customers, right? Increases sales by targeting ads in different ways. These are all amazing products, no doubt. But you're still missing out here on something key, that is emotions. If you focus on emotions, you will see that most of our decisions are based on feelings. We want to feel good and we don't want to feel bad. Simply put, we want to avoid negative feelings and we want to make sure we bring in the good feelings. This is how we are hardwired. Our brains are hardwired to think. Now, let's take a few extreme examples here. Hope you don't hate me for this, but these examples are just going to tell you how we think. We just throw the logic out of the room when there's an emotion involved, okay? How and why are you buying those products out there and then finally regret buying them, right? That's a very good sales pitch and all that. But emotions is what is actually driving all of that. They are driving all of that. So why exactly are we talking about here? An example is, let's say you are a person and your daughter gets kidnapped and there are 10 other people that kidnapped. The kidnapper says there are going to be 11 people now. All these 10 people are going to be in one room and your daughter is going to be in one room. You are given a choice to save people in only one room. So either you can save your daughter or these 10 people. Whoever you save, the other one gets killed. What is it that you likely do? What is it that most of us will likely do? Obviously, we'll save our daughters. But being a third person, if I see someone making that decision, I'm going to think that he's doing it wrong. Instead of saving 10 lives, he's saving one life. It's logically wrong. But what happens there? Emotions take over. Logic is no longer there because we want to avoid feeling bad over all the years in the future. And to do that, we take a decision without thinking logically, which is fine, which is human tendency, nothing wrong with that. And this is just a very bad example to explain to you how we think. Now, this was an extreme example, But there are so many examples that are not so extreme, that are very, on a very minute level that affect us. Something that solves a very small, negative feeling is also fine. So what can you exactly do? If you create a product that helps in throwing away a negative feeling that most people experience, which is not a very big feeling, okay? Which is a very small feeling, but what most people experience. If you can create a product that can do that, then people will be paying a price that you should not be worried about. They will pay for a premium price. They'll be fine with it as long as the product works. Now here's the product that I thought about. Now I have a pet, and I know there are millions of owners out there that have dogs, okay? I'm talking specifically about dogs. Now, one bad experience that all these owners have is brushing their dog's teeth or keeping it clean. No matter what you do, if you go on the internet, there's no foolproof way to avoid foul smell for a dog's mouth, right? I do experience it with my dog, so I have to brush his teeth quite often, and it's really hard when you have to go in there, open a canine's mouth, and brush his teeth. The product here is simple. What is the emotion you're dealing with? The bad feeling of having to experience that bad odor. You're throwing that away with this product. What is the product? I'll come to it. You'll throw that away. So the owners who are spending on dogs, okay, basically these are people who can afford it, okay, because they're having a pet. And it need not be always someone who has a different breed or something. It could be a stray dog as well. But if someone kept them in their houses because they can afford them, right? Afford to pay for them, afford to, give them food, everything. So what is the product? Create a device that acts in a way that keeps your dog's mouth open and automatically cleans the teeth. You just have to open his mouth, put that device in there, close his mouth. He will not be able to take it off, and it automatically goes and brushes around. All you have to do is put in some toothpaste in it, a dog toothpaste, obviously. In the end, you are just going to reduce a very bad feeling, because people cannot brush their dog's teeth. It's really hard. Unless you sedate them, unless you go to a dentist, you have to sedate them and get things done, which costs a lot more than having one-time product that can solve that problem. And this is a winning product, obviously, if it gets created. Obviously, if you can create it, go ahead. I don't have any patents waiting out. You can always have your own patent. I won't be competing, don't worry. The main goal here is to bring in that passion about entrepreneurship, to bring in the way you think, the way you should think about creating products and about being an entrepreneur to all of you viewers out there. So if you like this video, consider subscribing to this channel, and more videos are going to come out that teach all of us how to think and what exactly to do and where to focus on. So keep in mind, emotions are very key to creating a very good product. Thank you for watching.